Leo, welcome to your 3-month overview or bonus in-depth reading for the months of July, August, and September. Let's go over the board I'm using for you and all 12 signs. That way we're on the same page. We're going to take an in-depth look at the month of July, 7, the Chariot, right? August, 8, Strength, your power card. And then September, 9, the Hermit. I also like to look at the elements such as the Sun. Are we on point with our happiness? Are we feeling it? Are we loving it? Or is our idea of happiness changing? And if so, what does that look like? And then, of course, the Tower. Anything unexpected we should know about? That's good, too. We'll take a look at those as well. All right, we're going to start right back here with the month of July. Show me Leo, please, in July. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. But do keep in mind, these are largely future-oriented. Some things you will anticipate, yes. Others you will not, and that's why we're here. Some elements we see here today, simply, it won't click for you until you're in it. There you go. And that's if it resonates. But in the overall sense, if you honestly feel like that's not mine, don't worry about it. Check your other placements. What's going on? Show me Leo in July. Two of Cups, the Five of Swords, Ten of Swords. Oh my. Oh my. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Okay, what's going on? I have you in some sort of emotional connection, and you're looking at it, and you're like, I probably shouldn't participate in this, but ... So we've got some self-sabotage there, right there in the opening. Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Again, it's kind of like, I know I probably shouldn't harmonize with this. It's probably not equal. In some ways, this connection's a little off. It's not as giving or as loving as I really hope it will be. I guess I'm going to keep doing it, though. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Page of Wands. And I see you, at least in the month of July, giving to some sort of emotional union. You know you probably shouldn't, because in some way it's not fair. It's not equal. But because you personally identify with it in some way that you say is pleasurable or wish-fulfilling, I'm going to keep doing it a little bit. Okay. If that Five of Swords hadn't been there, I might have been like, all right, I understand. You're still trying to put something of yourself into this. It looks a little shaky, but you're trying. But because that Five of Swords here, it suggests to me that you know you probably shouldn't. There's something about this emotional union that's unfair. Now, it may not be intimate. It could be. I don't know. But the fact that you're kind of telling me, I hope, for me personally, that it is fair. So I'm going to continue to put something of myself into it, even though I've got kind of a lot of red flags here. Okay. So I'm more concerned about you. Right? It tells me that it's some way it's not fair, but you want it to be. So you hang in there a little bit more. We need to work on that. Ask yourself if that's worthy of you. That little lie. Not so little. Is that worthy of you? Continuing to participate in something, and you hope it will even out or make sense later, even though it hurts you to do it. Is that worthy of you? Whatever the dynamic is, whatever relationship it is it fair? Okay, and that's July. I can tell you right now, if it's fair, you don't have to question it. Never mind talk yourself into it or out of it. Let's take a look, please, at Leo in August. Your birth month, birth season, which is actually late July to late August. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Moon. Yeah. Real talk. We'll get to that. Hold on. Ace of Wands, the Hermit, Eight of Cups. Good for you. Good for you. I'm not saying it was easy. Of course, it wasn't easy. I saw the struggle. Whatever this is, you really want it to be fair. But honey, the bacon ain't shaking. It's just, no, it's not. Whenever you get yourself in that position, I don't care what it is, situation, place, circumstance, or person, and you're having to deliberately talk yourself into something or out of something, that's when you got to stop. Something about the Five of Swords is there. And it's creating spaces for self-sabotage, because that is somewhere in the back of our hearts and in our minds, we know we're not supposed to. You know, you show me a Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Page of Wands. I understand that this personally satisfies you in some way, but it also causes a great deal of pain to participate in it. So that's self-sabotage, that's self-inflicting wounds. And Two of Cups is pretty simple. That's as simple as it gets. In terms of emotional exchange, this is between you and I as I understand it, right? It's like a Three of Pentacles. It's really hard to fuck that up. But people do all the time. You gotta ask yourself, is that worthy of you? And that's exactly what I see you dealing with. In August, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Moon. Ah, there it is. It's been cooking in the background, honey. That very subject. And that subject, you're gonna dial into it much better by your season. You're gonna have a good talk with Leo. You're gonna have some quality time with Leo. And you're gonna discuss these very things. It's been there, honey. It's been under your moon. You dialing back into that concept of self-worth. Is this love? Is it nurturing? Is it actually caring? Does it have my best interest in heart? And P.S., am I giving those things to myself first and foremost? Because if we don't give those things to ourselves first and foremost, we're not going to get it from someone else. Everything begins with yourself. So how you treat you is what you're going to get back. So you, how are you treating yourself in this dynamic by staying in it? What are you telling them? What are you telling yourself? That this is what you're worth? We need to fix this. And you are. So, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, Queen. There it is, the Moon. That's what's been running around in that background noise. The stuff that's coming to the surface. And what your precious heart is actually worth. It's been trying to talk to you for a while. Oh, yeah. This, of course, this just happened in July. No, that's been going on for I don't know how long. June, May, April, 5 years? I have no idea. But you're willing to look at it in August. That's all I care about. And here's the truth of it. Ace of Wands, the Hermit, Eight of Cups. It's like, while I have hope for this, and I tried to heal it, I should first and foremost have that hope for myself. It's like I can either continue to try to put good energy into this, knowing it's self-defeating, or I can give that back to me. Because you already showed me the potential of aces. I don't think you're ready to claim those aces, no, but I see you contemplating them. Okay? My worth and value cannot be found here or determined here. And I know that because of the choices I've made. And the choices that person makes too. No. But I can see the new in me, and I can feel it in me. I can hope for other things. I can love for other things too. And you kind of know, right? It's time to walk. The Hermit here is very consolidating and soothing. Okay? What's best for me? I can walk away from this. Now here we are leaning into the energies, that unknown's coming to the surface. You're allowing it to come through. Those are a lot of lessons. You're incorporating them piece by piece. This will not be something that you experience one day out of the month. It's going to stretch out over several days within that month. When you actually decide to officially walk from this, well, you'll know. But the point is that it's becoming more available to you. The spirit, the energy, the feeling, the connecting. Okay, connecting to the truth of it. That's what's here. That's what's cooking. That's what's brewing. All right? When you do the thing, I don't know. But you're understanding you should do the thing. And that's what I'm happy about. You understand what you should do. Once more, I always encourage people to understand what's right for them. This is not right for you. But it takes you to see that and experience it, not the tarot lady. There's only so much I can do. I report, really. That's all I do is I generate reports. You know? So, and it's not that I mean to diminish what I do. It's just, I've been doing this for years and well before YouTube. You ever seen that movie Office Space with the TPS reports? That's what it's like. It's tedious. But it's got to happen. I got to report. I got to report. That's what I do. I love that movie, though. That's an indie classic right there. All right. Let's take a look, please, at Leo in September. And I'm happy for you. Very happy, because this is a difficult thing to address. Why would you want to look at it? It's not the most thrilling subject, honey. It suggests I participated in this, I allowed it because I actually thought this is what my worth was, and why did I do that? All that, but it's still good. I promise you it's still good. Because once we're done with this, it's going to allow you to do other things. Okay? Better things. More beautiful things. More bold things. More loving things that are actually correct for you. But we can't do those things, those better things, until we're done with the not so good things. All right? Goodness. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I got you. You did it. Good job. Okay, you did it. Good job. You did it. Good job. Good job, Leo. It's going to be a bit of a process as you withdraw from this. And I am sorry you're receiving kickback. I can't say I'm surprised. Whatever this is losing its supply. If you were self-sabotaging, so were they. It took two to participate in that kind of particular shit tango. But yeah, so it's mad, and I'm sorry you're getting kicked back, and I'm happy to see, and I applaud you for the fact that you are remaining non-reactionary. Like, I refuse to participate in that. I've done that bullshit. I'm not going to do it again. You can go ahead and be mad and pissed off all you want. But I'm done. I'm done. And it's hard because the heart space is resisting. I believe it's theirs. But the thing is, it wasn't very healthy to begin with. So you can love someone, but that doesn't mean it's healthy. It doesn't mean you two have a healthy dynamic. Okay. In some way, it was poorly expressed, attached to, and held on to. Okay. So yeah, it confuses people. How can it be love and still be this way? That's the complication of feelings. We can love someone, but that doesn't mean we're loving them in our best self, in our truest form. Okay? So, Death, 5 of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you know, you're officially calling it quits. So here, the energy was building, and now it's being practiced. It's the difference between theory and practice, and you're showing me a perfect demonstration of that today. Good job. But yeah, and then 6 of Swords, 3 of Cups, Ace of Swords, there it is, right there. Practically speaking, logically speaking, is saying I won't connect to this anymore, and I know it. It's like you're telling me you're quitting this habit, a bad habit. And in many ways, that's true. To be honest with you, I'm surprised I'm not saying the devil, but perhaps it didn't go into that space. You know, 5 of Swords, if left unchecked, it can magnify to devil status pretty quickly. But it didn't. But I like how you're kind of showing me cold turkey. You are. And that's when we think of cold turkey, people tend to liken that to bad habits or addictions. And that's what you're doing here. You're just like, row, row, row my boat. Get the fuck out. I won't connect to this again. That's what I'm about. Kind of like that. Did you like that? I just kind of made that up. I think I did. Six of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Good. That's a very cold truth, but I understand. And yeah, you refuse to argue. And you might even say that, look, I can't continue to see you. And I'm not going to argue over this. We're connected for the wrong reasons, and I'm worth more than this. And I think you are too. But when we put our feeling together, we create bad chemistry, or we're bringing out the worst in each other. And that's not good. That's not healthy. I don't want to keep doing this. So I'm very happy for you. Right now, your focus in September, is to officially clear the air of this space, get distance from it, call it quits, and then practice that habit over and over again. Because there's going to be times and moments where you're tempted to go back, but then I see you check yourself. No, I know the truth of this connection. It's not going to happen anymore. I love them, or we loved each other under false pretenses, but, well, again, not the best of ourselves. Okay. And I'm very proud of you that you refuse to fight, or pick a fight, or be part of a fight. No, you just won't. You just won't. You just don't. And good for you. But good job. Excellent job, actually. This portion is what I'm pleased with the most. Because without this portion, there's a good chance you might have pulled an ending, but not really understood it. Okay? And then you might have done this again later in another variation, or perhaps with the same person. But because you did this work right here, your odds of doing something like this again, or being connected in this way again, go way down. That's a good job. Okay? The Sun. Show me the Sun, please. So yeah, will you be lining up to aces eventually? Absolutely. Is that your main focus? No, but you understand in some way that by discontinuing this, you make space for new, which is good. But I agree with you. You need space from this, okay? Make the space for it and maintain that space. Keep moving. Keep her moving. Let's see that Sun, please. Nine of Swords, the Tower, Nine of Wands. This is not what makes me happy, and we learned this the hard way. I understand. I know you thought you did, and that was part of the self-sabotage, and I saw it there with the self-pleasure. Nine of Cups, this pleases me personally. I know you were convinced it was a form of wish fulfillment and possibly self-love by trying to keep yourself in this. Okay? Even if it meant adopting false beliefs in order for you to accommodate the energies for it, it was still a negative accommodation. And by allowing it and keeping it in your life. Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands, the Tower. I know, honey. You know, it's a bitch. It's an absolute bitch. We resisted that truth too. Ooh, I know you're a fighter. You resisted that Tower. You're like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see that. So, but you had a moment though. I will say this. The vague shit aside, I know you had a moment. If it wasn't in July, it will be in August, and you have a moment that is what you call irretractable. It can't be taken back. It highlighted everything that was wrong. Okay? And it was the Tower you were resisting. And it seemed like it was all your worst fears. It's not that it was your worst fears, honey. It was the truth. It was the truth. Okay? As part of the Five of Swords is we need a Tower sometimes to clear it. It's like, okay, I see what I've been working with now. I get it. I see what I've been doing. I see what they've been doing. I see what we've been doing. I get it. And you will be angry. You will be resentful. You will be pissed. But it's the truth you needed. Okay? And yeah, so I'm glad to see that you no longer have, or you're no longer operating under false pretenses, or what we might call a false sun. That was a false sun. Okay, so again, once more, this is going to leave space for you to pursue your proper sun, the proper happiness. 7 of Wands, Temperance, Knights of Wands. There you go. You know what? You're going to have such a surge of pride on this one, not right away. Eventually, that surge comes over time. As 7 of Wands, the more you keep your boundaries up, the more you move away from this, you're going to feel the calm, the soothing effect. And your confidence is going to build, specifically your sense of pride, okay? Which for Leo, this is normal. This is the thing. But yeah, the more you enforce your boundaries, the better literally you feel, and you get back in touch with your own sense of happiness. And that will guide you to future endeavors. But for now, I'm glad to see that you were feeling happy about yourself. It's like I did this right. By accepting this tower, by understanding the 5 of Swords, by blocking this or moving away from it, I'm proud of myself. I feel better. It made me feel good. I finally did the right thing. That kind of energy. Okay? I did the right thing. You did. And that indeed is a form of happiness, because you know that you will have that power to do those things for yourself. The right thing. The Tower. Which we've already seen. Like I said, we had a faux sun there. All right. Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups, 2 of Wands, I got you. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and Strength, you. Yeah. I mean, you really come back into yourself. It's beautiful. I feel like this is a continuation or some sort of variation of the last check-in I saw for you, and I even said something to the effect of welcome back. It's good to see you again. You had gotten out of a devilish state. Like I said, I'm surprised I didn't see it here. But I'll tell you what, this Leo takes care of business, and I am sorry this portion happened. But also no, I'm not, because it got you back on track with you. Your own sense of strength. That's clearly here. Yeah. We had the coming down of a false happiness. And here we have the Ace of Cups twice. Ace of Cups twice. And you understand the power of love and where it can take you sometimes. For the right reasons as well as the wrong reasons. You see that here. You accept that now with the Tower. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and strengthen with your own sense of strength. You will get yourself back on track. I promise. Leo's going to start feeling a lot more like Leo over the summer. I promise. At first it's going to suck, but it's after that. After the suck period, you understand? Which I know that sounds horrible, but let's roll with it. It's going to feel so fucking good. Okay? Leo is going to feel a lot better over the course of the next several months. Stronger again, and again, like I told you, your pride's not surging back, it's building back. Like, oh yeah, I did that. I did the right thing. I did the right thing. And you did. You did. I like that you... I like it. I fucking love it. I love that you recognize the right thing for you. You caught it, man. You caught it. I'm in a shitty dynamic. How did that happen? How did I allow that to happen? This isn't me. What the fuck am I doing here? This is ridiculous. And why are you being mad? There might have been love, but it wasn't the good kind. Not the kind that brought out the best. We brought out our worst. So I don't know where that argument's coming from. That's wild to me. So I can kind of see why you're sticking to your truth. Cold turkey on this one. Well done. You see, I can't. I just can't. Sorry, I'm a traditional shuffler. This one, yeah. No problem. But most of the decks, I have to, if I don't shuffle it traditionally, I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like it. You cannot believe, if I had a dime for every time someone asked me, have you been a professional shuffler or something? Did you used to work in Vegas? No, honey, I just, I, d- I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because I grew up in the 80s and everybody had shuffling cards, playing cards in their house. You're ready. Oh no, you're ready for these truths specifically. Perhaps more ready than you understand. And then also when you're ready, in September, when you recognize the truths, you'll be ready to leave this. Because you are showing me cold turkey on this one. It's a solid truth. But yeah, no, you're ready. This is, look for a sign. Oh, I'm sure you've had a couple, and you'll get a couple more. But I can tell you right now, I'm telling you, vague, tarot can be extremely vague, as we know. But I know a moment in time when I see one. That's a moment in time. And I'm telling you, it's somewhere between July and August, where you get some irrefutable evidence about what this really is. You won't have to look too hard. It'll come to you. Okay. But ultimately, it's up to you. You know? But I'll tell you what, it may not feel like a hot Leo summer, but I promise you, it is. It's just not the way. It's just not the way that it would be traditionally conveyed. But yeah, that's Leo's gonna make a huge comeback. Let me tell you. Number 42. Oneness is the way. Oh, Lord. Should have got my glasses. How can you show more compassion and acceptance towards those you don't understand? Okay? I would say, given your reading today, first and foremost, yourself. But perhaps that's why you're showing me a cold shutdown on this and you refuse to argue, is because you understand in some compassionate way that they're going to fight. Fight to keep the supply, fight to keep whatever this is going. And perhaps that's your way of showing compassion, is to just not engage. At its best. Because you understand them well, or this dynamic well enough to know. But oneness in the way. Oneness is the way. Be in alignment with you. Number 42. Okay? Okay, we have the medallion of Aries. You could have some very strong Aries in your chart. Could be connecting to other season, might be important to you. I feel like the negativity of this probably reached heightened feeling perhaps last Aries season. But anyway, we have the letters H, S, V, U, Q, and E. And then we have the twin dolphins, like so, creating a heart. Oh, I'm sure that in many ways you two are a lot alike. But then, like I said, the both of you had a way of bringing out each other's worst, not the best. And it undermines our sense of self-worth, no matter how alike those two people are. Remember, the infinity loop, it can be a negative one too. It comes back to you. Okay, same thing with the twinsies, the two. It's shared. It's a shared experience. Okay, and it looks like it's been locked in, like that dynamic. You don't expect it to change. All right? So you might love it. You two might love each other. You might be a lot alike. But it doesn't mean it's good for you. Or that you're good for each other. Okay? All right, Leo, honey. That just kind of blew me away. I looked up and I'm like, there's technically under 30 minutes. That doesn't happen very much for me. On the in-depth readings, I'm kind of dealing with that right now, and I have to stop messing with my hair because it's a puffy hair kind of day, so I need to stop doing that. All right, you guys, I hope this helped you. I think this was a great read, if I'm being honest with you. I hope that you see it that way as well. To me, this looks like triumph. Because it is. Regardless, I hope it helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.